contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from India, weighing in at 420 pounds, the Great Khali. Opponent, weighing 326 pounds, Kane.
Welcome to a sold-out show from the Great White North. Tonight, SmackDown comes to you from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, parlez-vous français, Michael?
Better stick to your version of English, partner. No matter what language you speak, the actions of the SmackDown superstars will speak much louder than words.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Watch it, he reversed it. I hate to admit it, but when I look at superstars like the Great Khali, part of me is glad I'm not an active competitor.
Are you seriously admitting that the Great Khali intimidates you?
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying I couldn't beat him. I'm just saying I'm glad I don't have to try.
Look at him, he's just radiating confidence, and he's got a lot to be confident about.
He looks a little overconfident to me. This could come back to bite him. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself. He saw that one coming. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, but that kind of thing's not going to win you the match. No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face.
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. The word giant gets thrown around a lot, but the Great Khali is the real deal.
He sure is. I can't even begin to imagine where they found a monster like him.
I don't know, but I wish I did, just so I could stay the hell away from there.
You and me both, partner. I'm a little nervous just sitting this close to him. We're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
I'm all for freedom of expression, whether I agree with what the...
And there's the reversal. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's...
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Look at the fire in the eyes of the great Khali. He's here to make an impact.
Yeah, well, that's not hard to do when you're a 7-foot monster. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who will do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
1, 2.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
3.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about
1.
selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
1, 2.
The great Khali is a bona fide monster. I feel sorry for anyone
3.
who's got to get in the ring with him.
So do I. You get the feeling Khali isn't here just to win matches. He wants to end careers.
5.
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't...
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
4.
Oh, man, these WWE fans are fired up.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
6.
My God! Head first, direct
directly into those unforgiving steel steps.
Your head will be ringing for days after that. Believe me, I know.
9.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when you're getting fired up like this. These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
Anyone who thinks, oh, look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight.
The ref's not gonna stop the match. It's just a little blood. Be a man, would you? He slipped out of that one.
How do you approach a match with someone like the great Khali?
Well, part of the problem is there aren't any guys like him. All you can do is just keep moving and don't let him get his hands on you.
And I can only imagine that that's a lot easier said than done. He must take up at least a quarter of the ring as it is.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fans aren't known for keeping their opinions to themselves. He dodged that bullet. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. He's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
It isn't pretty, but it's effective. You make your opponent bleed and you got a psychological edge over him.
Maybe so, but I'm more concerned about the risk to his physical well-being now that he's been busted open.
Uh-oh, we know what this is.
We sure do. That giant chop of his has destroyed many a superstar.
He's taken a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
This could be 3 right here.
1, 2, 3.
Watching these superstars go at it.
Here's your winner, the Great